this country. Now, why does this impact all of you? Very simply, we as conservatives have a super simple belief. We believe that when you hire somebody, you should hire based on skill and character, not on skin color. Skin color should not matter. Somebody into the military. It does not matter what the color of the skin of the person that you are communicating with. It matters, can they do the job? Are they competent? Are they qualified? And over the last couple of decades in America, we've seen a little bit of a slippage into mediocrity. When meritocracy is not prioritized, a country will descend into mediocrity. And these four things together very well might be well-intentioned, and I'll explain kind of how they play one with the other. The first of which is critical race theory. We don't have to spend too much time on this. This is the philosophical backbone. Basically, is a belief that America is super racist to its core. Racism is normative. There's really nothing we can do to get rid of it except become like anti-racist fighters ourselves. In fact, Ibram X. Kendi, who's kind of one of the scholars of the anti-racism machine, has said that the answer to past discrimination is more discrimination. So we need to discriminate against white people because black people were once discriminated against. Essentially, it's now time for us to be racist because some people were racist a long time ago. We kind of look at that and say, wait a second, if racism was wrong then racism is wrong today, so we should not have any racism, period, so on and so forth. But anyway, the belief system of critical race theory is taught in many schools. Thankfully, President Trump signed an executive order saying CR2 will be taught in any schools that receive federal or taxpayer funding. We start with CRT. Now, out of CRT, of course, then became affirmative action. This is something that probably everybody in this audience knows about. You've heard about affirmative action. You think you know what it is. Actually deeply unpopular with the American people. At Harvard, we know exactly how affirmative action works. If you were a white student applying to Harvard, according to the Students for Fair Admission Supreme Court case, you had points taken off of your SAT score correlated versus a black student. In fact, a black student was able to get in with a 100-point less SAT score than a white student and 300 points less than Asians. Poor Asians, they just can't get ahead. It's too bad. And it's amazing when you look at this. And we're discriminating against another minority because we're trying to be anti-racist. The Supreme Court actually ruled this was unconstitutional. They struck it down and they said, we're not going to have affirmative action. The problem is a lot of schools ignored it. And still to this day they ignored it. President Trump signed an executive order saying, actually no, Supreme Court ruled you're not allowed to do this. And so when you apply for college or when you apply for law school, if you guys want to go to law school, and if you are a white male, you should not have points taken off of your LSAT based on the color of your skin. Let me break this down even further. You should not be penalized based on things you cannot change no matter how hard you try. Now, I'm not discounting that some people come from different backgrounds, but you can actually change your circumstance even if you come from a bad background. You can't change that you're white. Well, some people try, but you can't change that you're white. Nor should you actually want to change if you're white. This whole idea that you're bad if you're white and you're bad that you're a man. Actually, no, God made you that way. And stop calling that person racist just because they're of a white skin color and then you're told that they're racist. I think it's disgusting and reprehensible to its core. So, affirmative action. The second of which you probably hear a lot of, and that is DEI. DEI is the slow-moving bureaucracy that has found itself in so many institutions. Thrilled, by the way, University of Wyoming got rid of its DEI office, so that's great. Right about Good. So if it's not, you guys can get the question line and tell me all about it. So, which is, the DEI is these forced diversity departments. And they are the commissars, they are the enforcement arm of the belief of critical race theory. These are where you have to sit through these endless seminars to learn how to be an anti-racist. This is where you could be fired by using the wrong pronouns. This is where they say, well, we want to try to have 10% of our workforce be a certain color. This makes us less competitive, and it actually makes us more tribal. It makes us less likely to create a community that is based on what matters most, which is why are we here? Are you trying to build an institution of excellence, or one where everyone looks different but thinks the same? As Bill Maher told me on his podcast, he said, the left wants college campuses to look like Angelina Jolie's Christmas card. They're just, who cares the color of the skin of people? I care about, most importantly, what is the character? What is the work ethic? What are you going to bring to the table? What is your skill? What is your intellect? What is your IQ? And most important than all that, as a Christian, like, what are the values that you bring? Are you a good person? Are you going to tell the truth? You know none of that based on the color of somebody's skin. None of it. In fact, if you think you know that based on the color of somebody's skin, we have a word for that. In fact, that's literally what CRT and DEI and affirmative action is those things embodied, which is, of course, racism. So DEI. Then finally, what President Trump signed yesterday is the most important 1, 2, 3, 4, which is this thing called disparate impact. Now, this gets a little bit wonky. And this goes back about 50 years when the executive order signed by Richard Nixon and Lyndon Baines Johnson. This is the legal theory that supports this kind of this monstrosity. So remember, we have affirmative action,